Hi there team, we run Coach Alexa here, coach for Reading, South Oxfordshire and online. I guess over the last couple of years with a lot of the runners that I work with and also with a lot of the people that I treat using sports and remedial massage, I gradually began building this sense of awareness through interacting with those people, but also throughout the reading and the study and listening that I do kind of around the topics of health and well-being and running and sport. Coming up with, I guess, a bit of a set of things that I think are really, really key to our overall health and well-being. So I know a lot of the time, we're talking about the specifics of kind of the running training in these videos and on our virtual running club Facebook group. But with a lot of the runners that I work with, I talk to them a lot about all the other stuff that goes alongside it, so sort of what we eat and our sleep, and all sorts of other different life factors that can impact the way we run. So I wanted to do a bit of a deeper dive into some of these topics. Now we've kind of talked to them a little bit over probably the past year or two in my videos, certainly. But I just wanted, as I say, to step back to kind of pull together a few themes that I think really do not just impact our running, but much more importantly, impact our health and well-being as a whole. And kind of talk through them and take the opportunity to kind of dive into each of them in a little bit more detail. So a few different aspects. So the first of which is sleep. Now you would have heard me do videos about sleep before, how very important it is for a huge number of different health reasons, as well as our training. And then the next one kind of connected to that, which is something again that I did a short series on last year, but I want to go a little bit deeper into, is managing our stress somehow. And a meditation sort of clinically now is being proven to be a really, really good way of doing that, and can have a positive impact on lowering inflammation in the body, which again can have noticeable effects on our running recovery, for example. Movement, I think we're all here as runners, so we know that going for a run is incredibly good for our bodies and our minds, and just kind of us overall. It's not just about some sort of cardiovascular training. So movement, different types of physical exercise, but also breathing based exercises as well, and how useful they can be. What we eat, hugely important. Our body literally is fueled by and is built from the chemicals that it breaks down from everything we eat, so that's a hugely important part of it. And the final one is emotions, I guess, and sort of managing our emotions, our energy levels, having not avoiding the bad emotions, but being able to manage them, and also tuning into the positive emotions, because when we're in those positive emotional states, it can have a really positive knock on into the state that our body is in as well. And being outdoors and kind of grounding, being in the outdoors, being in touch with nature physically, if you can be hugely useful as well. So just a bit of a flavour really of some of the things that I'm going to kind of talk around a little bit over these next few weeks, and it might even extend a little bit longer than that, depending on what questions I get and how interested people are. So let me know any initial thoughts perhaps on some of those topics, whether they're things that you think about as things that can influence not just your running, but just kind of overall how you are, health, mentally and physically, well-being wise, in the medium to longer term. And if there are any areas that you want to add in or find out more about in particular, just let me know in the comments. Happy running.